Is everybody in the groove? Well, stick around. We're just warming up, baby.
Happy Monday, everybody. Sorry I was late by like 2 minutes and it really stressed me out a lot. Hello, Rach. And Asking Alex, welcome. And Yellowing Sinew. Okay. Yeah, I mean, of course, Yellowing Sinew. It's the worst name I've ever heard in my entire life. Okay, the bots are getting violent. The bots are getting, like, disgusting. Where's Party on Monday, Rich? Don't make me cry. Don't make me cry. Don't do this. Why is my voice not popping in the wind? It's a good question. One that I've been asking myself a lot lately. Carlos. Did the reminder bot not go off? Fucking go off, reminder bot. I swear to God. Oh, it was late. What the fuck? You didn't miss the disc. Don't worry, Carlos. Everything's fine. All right, let me open, as they say, the video game. It's time to solve the mystery of the guy who does the thing. Okay. All right. Music. Goodbye, music. All right. Let's Welcome. Oh my God, ASCII, please. Please do. You're the professional. You've beaten the video game. Please tell me how to beat the video game. You can improve the life and attitude of the hot doctor character. Well, then we simply must. This is absolutely vital. Continue, please. Oh, Casper, my boy! I forgot about you! My little creature! What's in here? Oh, you walk with me. The room is sparse. We can go downstairs. I would like to. Hello? Hello, Andreas. How are you enjoying your stay? It's been wonderful, Hannah. Thank you. Oh, good. You're in the best room we have. I'm glad it's to your liking. Was there anything else? No, thank you. Until later. Until then. Goodbye, Hannah. Can I go down the stairs? Can I go down the stairs? I sure fucking can. I hear the rats. Hi, Killian. Good day, Master Mailer. You're cute. Nico, look at all these new friends. Master Mailer, is it? Hello and welcome to the Golden Hand. I'm Nico Burger! I own this lighthouse and run it with my wife Hannah and our son Killian! Nico Burger. I believe my boy helped you to your room. Is it to your liking? It's lovely, thank you. I'm glad to hear it, glad to hear it. When you arrived in town, one of the locals said you lived here a few years back. Yes, I worked for the Abbey as an artist. That went really well. Ah, I see. I heard that you were involved in solving a murder. Say nothing. Alright, well, I'll leave you to your day. Till later. Till then. Okay. What is this? Who are you? Samuel! Hello, No! We can't just hello, Andreas! What the fuck is going on with you? This energy, this vibe, this drip, as the kids say. I can't believe this. That's what I'm also wondering, Rach, if the kids are here and they're big, and if the little Bertrand kid is gonna commit a fucking atrocity. Yeah, where am I? My boy! Wait, look at Flower. Or the Washlav uses time in almost all of the Abbey's cooking, maybe because it grows so easily here. Just do it. You know it's the right thing. I don't understand why this is so hard for you. Oh no, I'm scared. It's dangerous to cross the Abbot. Would you prefer the alternative? You don't need to do that, Otto. I understand. I'm just saying... Andreas? Andreas Mailer. It's good to see you, old friend. Otto, you're looking well. You are. You're a handsome boy. This is my apprentice, Casper Ziegler, from Salzburg. Good day. Look at this little man and his little pointy hat. Huge fan. Ah, that answers that. I thought he might be your son. We don't grow them that fast, even in Nuremberg. They go fast enough around here. Even I just had our first. Little Otto, though we call him Otts, I will only be referring to him as Little Otto. Old Otto. Normal Otto. Little Otto. That's it. That's it. Congratulations. Thank you. It's been a trial with Dad gone, but Clara and Ursula help out where they can. He lived a surprisingly long time considering his profession and previous stroke. Not long enough for me. Not long enough for small Otto. Dr. Stoltz said it was another stroke while he was sleeping, thankfully. I know Eva wrote to you about my father's death, Andreas. Why didn't you write back? Sigh and look at the ground. Sorry to interrupt, but I should be heading back. Otto, aren't you going to introduce me to your friend? This is Martin, of course. Martin Bauer, can't you tell? I can't. Oh, it's fine, Otto. It's been 7 years and I was so much smaller then. Also, no beard. Ha. You've grown. It's been known to happen with children. I didn't know that Martin was a child. He kind of seemed like a small adult. Like an adult, but like... Much as I love whiling away the hours in the meadow, I have a lot to attend to. Otto, see you at the meeting later. Andreas, until later. Martin the thief, who, like, was running from the crime. The last time I saw Martin was in this meadow. He was sneezing, seemed to hate being here. But now he loves it. Strange. Is it strange, or are you just confused? I know what I saw. Are you sure? Good to see you, Martin. And you two sheep. Pain in my ass. Was this about a meeting? You've picked an interesting time to visit. Come by the town commons in a while. I think you'll be interested to hear what I have to say. About what? I'll consider it, thanks. Hope to see you there. Until later. I hear a cat, I think. Yeah, I fucking do! Schlau! Pet. Casper, don't just stand there. Pet! What is wrong with you? Pet Schlau! Look at... the many-petaled cinquefoil. Grows so easily some consider it a weed. Still, I think it has a certain charm. You know who I think has a charm? Schlau. Alright, we're gonna go into the woods in a moment. What a stunning collection of wildflowers. They all grow so plentifully in the meadow. Isn't it beautiful here? And normal? And everything is fine? Father Gernot's new restrictions. The townsfolk can't even gather sticks without a fee. What the fuck? What the fuck, my dude? Why did it zoom in? Why are we zooming in? Satya, what have you done? Go. To the mine. There's a duck. This rabbit. This rabbit has been here for 7 years. Just standing there by that box. Is that a fucking squirrel? Sorry, I know I can investigate this fucking grave, but is that a squirrel? He's very small. 2 innocents. Wow. Weird, that one, huh? You gonna comment on that, Andreas, or...? You gonna comment on the fact that it's 2 innocents? Like the letter, like the note that said 2 innocents? Are we... Okay. He's not gonna comment. Where's Smokey? The bear. Is he here? It's my boy. My boy. Oh, there's another squirrel. My other friend is gone. I think. I'm kind of unclear. The Woshlav uses time a lot. Yeah, he does. Okay. I want to go to the mill. I want to go around and go to the mill and then use the mill to come around and then, you know, we'll do a lerp. Hello? A lerp? A loop? What happened to me? Oh, he got better at drawing! He's an artist! Look at the improvement! Man on a horse! But then this was a horse. This was a horse, but now this is a horse. He's so talented! Fuck yeah! Let me see. Let me in, you motherfuckers. Oh no. Thomas! Andreas, I heard you were back in Tassing. God bless you. What is... Okay. What's our lore for Andreas? Is he... What's his standing on religion now? He's been kicked out... He killed a man. He's been banished from ever going to church in this town specifically ever again. Is he mad about it? I don't, like... Good morning? God bless you? How... Let's say good morning. He should be ironic Catholic. You know what, Carlos? That's very powerful. Ironic. God bless you. Hopefully this will be less eventful than your last. Testing has enough going on as it is. Like what? We have our bonfire for St. John's Eve tomorrow night. People get up to all sorts of mischief. Then it's my job to hear their confessions in the days that follow. Not to mention the grumbling the peasants are making. That's just talk, brother. No need to scare our guests with such things. I'm sure if there is trouble, Master Mailer will be the first to stick his nose in it. Hi, guy. Unless you want to break your nose, this is just shutting your mouth. You're not gonna hit me, not in front of Father Thomas! Say nothing. It's easy enough for you to come and go, you don't have to live with the consequences. After Frank was executed, Father Abbot made Matthew the new prior. Frank may have been annoying, but Matthew's even worse. Thanks for that. Would have been better for everyone if you had simply allowed Brother Piero to die. After all, he only had a few years left anyway. Looks like you have no years left! Here we go. Friends, there's no need for such ire. There is. Forgive me, Father Thomas. I let my passions get the better of me. Besides, that's not even why I came down here. Yeah, I also like this guy. Look at him. I actually came to speak to you on the abbot's behalf, Andreas. Father Gernot would like to invite you to come to the library tomorrow morning if you're interested in purchasing some of our books. The abbot just had me run off and now he wants me back? I can't know the mind of the Father Abbot. I just do what he asks. The library's not quite ready yet, as it does not see much use. If you could come by tomorrow morning, Mother Illuminata can show you what's available. Mother Illuminata? Yes, since Mother Cecilia passed a few years ago. How did she die? peacefully in her sleep. So, tomorrow morning, I'll come by and take a look. Very well, I'll let him know. And Andres, I apologize for my harsh words before, it was rash. Brother Piero was a pious man and a skilled artist. We miss him. I appreciate you saying that. I miss him too. Excellent! I'm so glad you two were able to work things out. I threatened to, like, break this man's jaw a minute ago. Oh, Father Thomas, do you have a moment to speak inside the church? Yes, I think so. Why? A private matter. Oh, of course, of course. Until tomorrow. God bless you, Andreas. How's the screaming woman? How is the woman that wakes up screaming about horses? Is she okay? Or... Let me in to everyone's home. Klaus? Magdalene and a kitten! Bah! Magdalene and a kitten. Andreas? I'm sorry, Klaus. I know it's been a long time. 7 years. 7 years and nothing from my friend Andreas. First Bert, then Marie just after Magdalene was born. My wife always thought highly of you. I can't believe you didn't write back after I told you they had passed. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh. So we're not gonna see Bert grow up? I'm sorry. Yes, you should have. Too late for that now, though. Bow bo bo bo. Oh, hello. She likes you. Oh, Casper's so cute! Pet the kitten! Your business seems to have grown. What are you printing? The 12 articles. They were originally written by Swabian peasants who were demanding changes from their lords. Swabian? Swabian? Oh! Freedom from serfdom, freedom to hunt and use the woods as God intended, freedom from compulsory labor. Abolition of the inheritance tax, fair appraisal of rent, the return of property to common use and ownership. Please tell me what this is. Former duchy in the southern Holy Roman Empire. It was reformed in the Swabian Circle in 1512. It borders Bavaria to the west, the Swiss Confederacy to the south, and Austria to the southeast. Okay. Their complaints are just as valid for the peasants of Tassing. Ah, so this is Otto's cause. He's caught your ear already, hmm? The abbot has been squeezing the peasants for years. Now he's squeezing the townsfolk, and we're pushing back. Their cause is righteous, Andreas. If you haven't seen the Gertners lately, you should visit them. And Otto had you print these? Yes, why? Well, I didn't think he could read! He can't, but just what everyone else in town can. He speaks, I print, just trying to do my part, I suppose. I'm sorry, I'm still not in the mood for this late reunion. Come back for dinner tomorrow. You should go to the comments, hear what Otto has to say. It's worth hearing. Of course. Till then. Oh god, I wanted to look around. Everyday things happen to me. Okay, we can't go to the bakery. Town Commons. Oh god. Who's this guy? It's a big boy. Angy little man. We got Angy little man. We got Ursula. Il Peter is still alive. Very, very powerful. Very good. Very strong. Il Peter the Undying. Good morning, Ari. The chapter of the game's going good. Everybody hates us. Lucky's alive. Thank God. So many people. Everyone listen. We all know why we're here. Nothing I'm going to say will be a surprise. Nothing I'm going to say hasn't already been spoken behind closed doors, whispered to your neighbors. Nothing I'm going to say is untruthful, so it's time we started saying it openly. Year after year, the Abbey has found new ways to tax the peasants. Piece by piece, the Abbey has taken away our rights to use God's forest to support our families. Law after law gets heaped upon us, restrictions on how we can pay rent, limits on where we can move, who we can wed. And now the death tax, which once claimed only our best animal and garment, takes half our estate. No consideration for widows, no consideration for children. What about the town council, the rat house? The rat house! What about the rat house? Surely that's a sign that the abbot wishes to share his power to listen to our grievances. Good morning, Becca. Happy Monday. Welcome to the video game. You have a good heart, Ulrich. You always want to see the best in people. But no. The council is a way for the abbot to divide us, to pit a favored few against the many. This is not charity. No, only greed and desperation drive Father Gernot. You'd think that if the abbot could, he'd steal a dead man's soul from heaven itself. Jesus Christ. And when we protested, what did Father Gernot do? He locked the shrine of St. Moritz. He won't allow the people of this town, the farmers of this land, to pray before the relic. Suspicious. Now, when we most need the intercession of our saint, the abbot has shut us out. Father Gernot's actions aren't just. They aren't Christian. We've endured this abuse far too long. It's time we let the abbot know we won't take it anymore. Are we gonna riot? Too right! Let's fix this. Stop, this is foolish. Becca, we've learned a couple things. For example, little aggressive little man Bert, who wanted to live forever, is dead. So that's really good and makes you feel good. This guy is Martin. This man. So he's here. He's back. He didn't go anywhere. He's, you know, I don't know. Other than that, it's kind of a mystery. Soldiers are already patrolling nearby towns. If you push against the abbey, you'll incur the Duke's wrath. You could get the town razed and everyone killed. This fucking guy. Hannah's right. The Duke is a powerful force in Bavaria. You're playing a dangerous game, Otto. You lot are no match for trained soldiers. If you don't relent, you'll be ground to dust like the Swabian peasants. We could always grind you up instead, Leonhard. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. Oh. Don't be shy. Speak up if you have cause. We won't be overrun. The peasants of Salzburg were able to take the city and have their cause heard. If the people can get the Archbishop of Salzburg to listen to them, then we can do the same with the abbot. Master Andreas, do you think my family in Salzburg is all right? No, Casper! They put up a good fight, Casper. Maybe your brother will have a good war story to tell him when you visit next. Your brother will have a good war story to tell him when you visit next. This sentence is confusing to me. I'm saying it, though. Oh no, my brother can't fight. He keeps the books. Enough is enough. We can't stand by while the abbot continues treating us poorly. People all over Swabia are taking back their God-given rights. Why shouldn't we do the same? A righteous cause. We deserve better. Well spoken, Martin. Everyone ought to consider what he'd said. Martin has proved dependable these last few years. After the incident. But if the words of men can't persuade you, perhaps a sign from a greater power will. The abbot may have locked us out of our saint shrine, but God has shown me that he is with us. Oh no. What are you gonna do? I think that's all I should say for now. Thank you all for coming. What the fuck are you gonna do? Otto, please don't. The auto zone. Derogatory. Good day, Andreas. She's keeping the baby in a little basket. That's little Otto. That's small Otto. And he is small. He's in a basket. Clara, it's been too long. It's lovely to see you again. Hello, Andreas. I'm surprised to see you after your long absence from Tassing. At this rate, we thought we'd never see you again. I missed the Alpine air. I was gone too long. I'm sorry for not sending word of my arrival. You certainly did pick an odd time to visit. We're in the middle of a strange season. Ah, you found the Gertners. Your speech was very rousing, Otto. I swear they get better each time. Are you looking for trouble, Otto? Of course not, but I understand what might happen if the abbot doesn't listen to reason. Even so, the people here can't go on like this. Something has to change. I'm just concerned for what might happen here, that's all. It's appreciated, but we know the risks. Understood. Convinced how to talk about his sign from God. Understood why people hate the abbot. Stood your ground when Matthew approached the grave. Said you don't care if Matthew told the abbot about the dig. I passed. Otto, did you really see a sign from God? Is that true? It is, Andreas, I swear. Come talk to me later. I'll tell you what I can, alright? Anyway, Andreas, you and yours should come by the house for supper. We'd be delighted to have you. Sound good to you, Casper? Yes, Master Andreas, I'm starving. Our table's a little sparse lately, but we'll be sure to feed you well. Thank you, we'll see you there. Otto? Otto, my boy, what did you see? Go to the Gertners for supper. Fuck yeah, I will. Endris! Oh, you look so sad, my boy. Do you still not have a wife? You look so sad. Andres, you're back in Tassing? Just for a few days I wanted to pay respects to Brother Piero. Oh yes, Brother Piero, what a talent with color. I'm sorry, Andreas. He was a sweet old man. I talked to him sometimes on my breaks up at the Abbey. I'm surprised Prior Frenric didn't give you an earful. Ferenc. Well, he did, before the, unpleasantness. I'm sure you know it shook up things at the Abbey for a while. Brother Guy made it clear I wasn't welcome when I arrived, so yes. For what it's worth, you're still welcome in Tassing. Anyway, Matthew's Prior now, still strict but a bit quieter about it. Maybe it's a change for the best. Who's to say we don't have to live by the rule? The rule? The Rule of St. Benedict of Nursia is a book of instructions for monks living together under the guidance of an abbot. Written in the 6th century, the rule provides the principles for living a monastic life. The thing is, you guys have a... Your prior is gay now, so you're thriving. Then again, we all have to live under Father Gernot's rule, which is probably worse. Are you in with the peasants, Endris? Well, of course, Gernot's been running them into the ground. On top of that, we can't even use the forest anymore. Any of us used to be able to go fishing in there, not anymore. No fishing? How far are you going to take this? Well, I don't know, don't ask me, I'm not leading the thing. But I trust in Otto, and the peasants do too. He's a good man. The whole town knows it, even Lenhart, though he wouldn't admit it. Say, Andreas, how's the married life been treating you? After you left here and returned to Nuremberg, I take it you were married? I was. Sabine, she was waiting for me. I hope the married life has treated you well. I still have not found anyone. No! I fear it's never gonna happen! No, my boy! Not a single person's caught your eye? Well, when I was in Innsbruck a few years ago, I saw a real pretty girl at the market selling painted pots. I think about her sometimes. Maybe more than is Christian. Then you need to go back. Immediately. What? Really? Life's too short to spend dreaming about the loves you could have had. Trust me. You seem to feel strongly about this, Andreas. But it sounds foolish. Juvenile, you might say. Maybe, but it feels right. Well, if I ever have the chance to get back to Innsbruck, maybe I will. I got an achievement called Matchmaker! There's something to look forward to, after all. I thank you, Andreas. You're a man of inspiration. Please, my boy, you're so sad. Please find love. You deserve it. You're a good man. You hit that metal all day. Oh, Anna! Hello, Master Andreas. Hello, you're big now. God bless you, Andreas. I'm noticing your herbs. Very pretty. I'm thankful you returned to Tassing after so long. We prayed so fondly for you after you left. That's very kind of you. Although, I hear Tassing needs more prayer than ever right now. Ah, that's right, you were at Otto's speech earlier. Yes, Tassing's peasants are struggling, and now even we townsfolk are pinched by the abbot's new restrictions. I worry about my husband. He's getting too involved with the whole business. Organized doing is wrong, and Otto's standing up to him. That's what Ulrich says too. I love my husband, but sometimes I worry that he focuses too intently on the details. He does not see that he may be both prudent and Christian. I pray that I'm not acting selfishly, but the abbot's taxes have affected us too. What about Anna's future? Ulrich has been offering credit to Peter for years, which I've accepted, but now... We can only bake so much bread a week before we go hungry ourselves. Can you talk to him, Andreas? Sure. God bless you, Andreas. That's all I ask. Goodbye. Where's Lucky? Hi, bud. Andreas, back in Tassing, I see. I came to visit the grave of Brother Piero and pay my respects. Your friend, didn't mind him, was a proper Christian. He was a kind man. God rest his soul. Hope he gives us some peace too, troubled times. I'm assuming you're referring to Otto's speech? Won't end well. Life's getting harder for everyone, but if this shit goes on, there'll be a backlash. A bloody one. Oh. That was really okay, Lucky. Relax. Fürsten. Hello. Good morning. Happy Monday. Hope you're doing well. Don't like the abbot coming for my fishing rights, but I'll make do. You know what? Me too, but if someone tried to stop me from fishing in a video game, it would be unbelievable. Not sure if their lives are comparable to ours. I work for my wages like any man, Andreas. We work, we don't complain. It's not Christian. I suppose. How's your family doing during these troubling times? We're fine. Agnes is fine. Brigitte and Martin are fine. Martin's become a far more responsible man after his return. I just wish, never mind. Raise eyebrow quizzically. Sigh. I wish Wolf hadn't died. Oh. That's a baby. I mourn the boy all these years later. I hoped he'd take up my mantle. I wanted to pass on my knowledge and trade. I'm so sorry, Lucky. I really am. Yeah. Perhaps Brigida will have another while I live. She seems happy enough with Martin. I'd love to hear the patter of small feet again, a boy to hold a chisel and a mallet. Wolf lives if you kill Lucky in the first act? We killed a baby by not killing Lucky. We killed a baby. Also, first one, yeah. I just read out loud and it's a problem, you know? But I do my best. Little stonemason making his grandfather proud. You're making me fucking sad, dude. I hope your wish comes true. God willing. Enough idling now, got things to do. Till later, Andreas. Till then. Oh, my boy. Hi, Agnes. Oh, Andreas, how good it is to see you again. And who's this? Hello, Agnes. This is my assistant, Casper. Hello. Carlos, thank you for the sip. What a hale-looking boy. Like from Teen Wolf? I guess he's got the dark hair. You know? And you, Andreas, you look very well. Why are you back in Tassing? I came to pay respect to Brother Piero's grave. Oh, of course. I'm sure the brothers appreciated that. The last few years have been difficult for everyone. We've lost so many. Yes, I heard Bert and Marie had passed. Tragic. Yes, poor Klaus. I hope you've stopped in to talk to him. He sent you letters. Yes. Anyways, I won't burden you with all of Tassing's troubles. It's been good to see you again, Andreas. Until later. Till then. Oh, bud. Is Fancy Boy up here? What the fuck is this? Hello? The rat house construction is going smoothly. I wonder if they'll finish it before winter. Community hall, the rat house, for the rats. The rats are going to hate this message. Oh, I can go in these houses now. What is this? Balthazar? Do you have an animal in your home that I can pet? You don't. I like your gears. Salutations! You must be that wonderful artist, no? Master Andreas Mailer, yes. Wonderful, wonderful. Balthazar Isenkopf, at your service, but call me Balthus, please. It's much more familiar. A pleasure. Have you been in Tassing long? Oh, just a few seasons. My cart broke down, and I found the place so charming I decided to stay. I enjoy the quiet, but I must say I do miss the company of other intellectuals. God. Usually that good Dr. Stoltz and I whittle the hours away in the evenings. So naturally, when I heard a well-known artist had returned, I was beside myself. I'm always pleased to meet a like-minded individual. What do you do? I am an inventor of sorts. Really? What do you make? All sorts of things, young man. Mechanical clocks of all sizes, metal mice that skitter about, even light without flame. You make little mice? Where are they? You say this to me and then you don't show me the little mice that run around? Truly impressive. Thank you, Andreas. I knew a fellow artist such as yourself would appreciate my work. Oh, well, I'd best get back to it. You know how it is for us few called to a higher art. Good luck, Baltus. Until later, show me your mice. I don't see any mice. Feeling pretty betrayed. Who's in the Stoltz home? There's Fancy Boy. Okay. Hey, bud. You, still being handsome? You just standing around? Yes. Oh, Andreas Mailer, how unexpected. I'm very busy at the moment. Another time? Later, then. Okay, Stoltz, fucking relax. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, is it Ben Barnes? I fucking hate you. I hate you. I hate this. Worst day of my life. We gotta go down to the farms. Nope. You did so bad with Werner, you drove him to alcoholism. What did you do? What did you do to him? What did you do to this man? Eddie, hello. Where's Martin? Hans. Hey, Andres. Heard a rumor you were back. Hello, Hans. Meet Casper, my apprentice. Hello. You couldn't convince him to stop being an alcoholic. Okay, well, it's fine. Are you from Nuremberg, like Andreas? I'm from Salzburg. Is that very far from here? Not too far, I think. A few days to the east on horseback. I've never been outside of Tassing. Or ridden a horse. Tassing's great. I guess. Some of the men in town say it would be better if the Abbey weren't around. I think we read about that. What do you think? I don't know. Could be nice to have a change. Careful what you wish for. Change does not come peacefully in the Empire. I guess we'll see. Till then, Hans, you're looking chipper. You're looking... Johann! Andreas Mailer didn't expect to ever see you back in Tassing. Look like you've done well for yourself. Thanks. How... May look it, but it doesn't feel like it. Looks like you're getting plenty to eat, which is more than some of the families around here can say. I'm sorry to hear about that. How have you been? Things went well for a while after you left. Widow Kemperin lost her land and the abbot let us work it. Where did she go? My brother's heart gave out not long after, but then Martin came back to help work the land. You were just like, yeah, they kicked that old bitch out of her house, but thankfully we got it. Where did she go? You people are psychopaths. Even so, it's been hard to keep up with the abbot's demands, the taxes, and everything else. A lot of people are upset with the abbot these days. They have good reason to be. That's the thing. Where did Martin go? They're like, when Martin returned. They're like, he returned. Where was he? Palpatine returned. Somehow, Palpatine returned. I know you didn't get on well with the man either. Father Matthias never let things get this bad. Anyway, good to see you, Andreas, even if you are just passing through. Till later. Can I... Nosk! Like the Hollow Knight guy? Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Where is Martin in the meadow? I want to talk to this boy. I want to be like, where the fuck were you? Inspired by that? Hell yeah. Hey, my bud. Andreas Mailer, good to see you again after all these years. And you as well. Hey, where were you? What have you been up to? You look like you've done well for yourself. Art? I lived and worked in Aragon for a few years. Ha! People here think I'm well-traveled because I've been to Ulm. Though I suppose I've had a lot of adventures for a country boy. What happened to you anyway? Oh, right. You know, I stole some of the Baron's things. I didn't make it far with them. I tried to sell them in Walgau and I got robbed. Serves me right, I guess. Luckily, they didn't find the coins I was carrying. The money carried me around Bavaria for another month and a half. Then I started stealing. I grew bigger and more confident over time and became a highwayman. Nice, I like the sound of that. It's less thrilling than you may believe. Anyway, it didn't last long. I eventually got scared out of it. I had a partner for the last year of my adventures. We tried to rob some Italians. We thought they were merchants traveling under the banner of St. George. They were not. They were soldiers guarding the property of an Italian bank. My partner didn't survive the encounter. I was wounded and alone in the wilderness. I thought of my father, my mother, Brigida. I realized I couldn't remember Wolf's face anymore. I had to come back and take up the responsibilities I'd left behind. Was coming back difficult? It was. I felt like I'd stepped out of another life into this one. It took me a while to get used to everything, to remember how things used to be. It's all in the past now. Just need to look forward. That was quite a speech you gave back at the Commons. He needs support. The townsfolk aren't as committed to opposing the abbot. They have less to gain and more to lose if the abbot chooses to get the Duke involved. Anyway, I have to get back to work. Good talking to you, Andreas. Alright, till later. Yeah, I left and became a highwayman and caused problems for months, but I'm back. Yeah, partner or partner with a capital P? Like, partner in crime? Partner romantic? What's down here? The old house. Why can I go over here? I'm in the... They got rid of all the little wood carvings. Hi, Brigida. Hello, Andreas. Hello, Brigida. How are you? Well, as anyone can be in Tassing right now. Looks like things are going well for you. Martin returned after all. Yes, the winter without him was excruciating. That scared me. I lost little Wolf, and Kat was worried that she'd lose the farm after France died. But then Martin returned, and he's provided well for us ever since. Despite the tightening restrictions, we've gotten by. I'm thankful. I'm sorry to hear about Wolf. Thank you. I try not to think about it. You don't want to remember him? Andreas! Don't say this to someone. Andreas, don't say this to someone. Not regretfully. Kat wants to talk about him all the time, you know. Any night there's clear skies, she looks up and asks if I ever wonder how he is up there. That must be excruciating. Yes, it is. I'm sorry, Andreas. I can't talk about this anymore. I'm sorry I brought him up, Brigida. Was that a good idea? Why did you think she wanted to talk about her dead son? I was just saying sorry. Were you trying to hurt her? Does it feel good to you hurting the wounded? Oh, our, like, inner morals have gotten fucked. Does she seem like she's been gifted with a kindness? You wouldn't want someone to talk to you about it. That's why you don't mention it. I can't take this anymore. You can. We say these things even though the reminding inflicts immense pain. We say these things because it's the only way through. I'm sorry. Will it make any difference? I'm sorry I brought him up, Brigida. You didn't know. It's alright. It's been good to see you again, but I should get going. Till later. Till then. Wow, my inner thoughts are truly derogatory. Just like... Hi, Kat. Andreas? Andreas Mailer? Hello, Kat. Well, would you look at that? You're back in Tassing. And look at you, you've done well for yourself. And who's this? Kat, please meet Casper, my apprentice. Hello. Got the posture of an artist, that's for sure. Good strong face, though. I do? What brings you back to Tassing, Andreas? Just passing through on the way back to Nuremberg. How have you been, Kat? You seem well. I saw Martin earlier. I must say I was surprised to see him. That's right, he disappeared when you were last in town. France passed a few winters ago, then Wolf, Brigida and I nearly lost the farm, and our minds. Martin returned shortly after, and he's proved to be a changed man. A good man. He saved us from destitution. My condolences on France's passing. Thank you, he was a difficult man. I hope his pains and terrors are eased now that he's at God's side. And now that Martin has returned to us, the farm is no longer in danger, and Brigida and I live in hope of more children soon. Times may be hard in Tassing right now, but God truly does answer our prayers. I'm glad you and your family are well, Kat, despite everything. Thank you, Andreas. It truly is good to see you again, even in the midst of such terrible times. Till later, Kat. Goodbye. Goodbye. Okay. Can I go to the church? Or will they immediately try to kill... Wait, I can go in here? Oh my god, you're alive! Atilia! I thought you fucking died. They took over your land and you're still here. That's worse. That's fucked. Show me the disc. A painting of the Virgin Mary. What does the labyrinth symbolize? Where is the screaming woman? This is what I need to know. Where is she? Okay, I can go back in the inn. Can I go talk to that fancy boy now? Oh, Killian, hey. Hey. Is he still here? Samuel. Samuel, what the fuck? Fine. Hey, Killian. Such a look at your trying to be cool posture. Hi, Schlau. I want to know what happens if I try to go up here, because they hate me. What's going on here? Can't go in the guest house. Can't go in the abbot house. Sorry for making you run, Casper. I feel like I shouldn't. Okay. Everything is locked. What about the secret side door? It's also locked. That's also locked. What about the okay. No entrance. No sneaking. No... We can go tonight when they want to sell us books, and aside from that, it's over. Can I go talk to the psychopath? Is he here? No, he's not. Oh, is he inside? Paul, you're so big. Pet Staub. They finally let Staub inside after 7 years. Good boy. Hi, Paul. Hello, Master Mailer. Hello, Paul. Meet Casper, my assistant. Oh, hello. Do you work with Master Mailer? Have you done real art? I guess. I've been doing sketches of Tassing while we're here. All art created from the artist's heart is real art, Paul. You don't need fancy paints or canvases to be an artist. You think so? Sure. How's your art going? Shh! Not where Dad can hear. Oh, we're still doing this. Oh, right. How's the art going? I've been practicing a lot more. Paz even showed me a big book full of prints. He said they used a technique called wood cutting. Have you ever done wood cutting, Master Mailer? No, I spent most of my time learning the finer techniques of oil painting. I wish Dad would change his mind about art. Maybe one day, Paul, you never know. I hope so. I should get back to helping my dad. See you later, Master Mailer. See you, Casper. Till then, you're so tall! Oh, you look so fucking evil. Derogatory. Andreas, welcome back to Tassing. Are you wearing one sock? No, it's shading. Okay. Hello, Lenhart. How's the mill? Sturdy as ever, just like me. You look well, not stuck with the Gertners this time, eh? They're lovely people. I didn't want to burden them, okay? Whatever you say. You have such a curious fascination with the peasants. Probably because you don't have to deal with them as often as the rest of us. I like your gun. That Chekhov's gun? Because I see it. I'm looking at it. And it's... I'm noticing that it's like... It stands out, that gun. So... Anyway, you should come by sometime. I'm sure we'll have a lot to discuss. Good day, Andreas. Remain silent. Fuck you. Let your son paint, you fucking asshole. Hi, Elsa. Hi, Thomas. Alright, I cannot go see the Druckers again. It's over. I've seen everybody, I think. Mostly. Where is your husband? I'm supposed to talk to your husband, but I don't know where he is. You were just like, please talk to him, but he's missing. So, I have no answer for you. Gertner. Where's Il Peter? I have to talk to him. Il Peter. Where is he? Fuck yeah, Il Peter. Hello, Il Peter. He's ill. As they say. Oh, it's you, the artist from a few years ago. Yes, Andreas Mailer. I'm surprised you remember me. Everyone seems to think my mind is going, but it's still sharp as a nail. Hendrix makes snails, you know. Good man. Yeah. He sure does. Are you staying with my family again? No, I'm staying at the Golden Hand. Those misers charge us just as much as the pilgrims for a drink, but won't support my son in his cause. That new abbot must have gotten them, the bastard. Why do you hate the abbot so much? Everything went to shit after Father Matthias died. That man, God rest his soul, never increased taxes. You might ask for a tithe at harder winters, but we were happy to help the abbey then. We could take from the forest as we needed. Brother Florian used to help us in our illnesses. Let us follow in the ways of our forefathers. A true Christian, the old abbot. And then? Father Gernot promised he would keep everything between the abbey and us peasants the same. And we were foolish enough to believe him. At first he refused to allow Florian to come down anymore. Taxes got higher, he stopped allowing us to pay in goods and livestock. Now he only takes coin, as though we can come by enough of that in a year to pay our rents alone. That bastard doesn't give a damn about us, not how Father Matthias did. The Abbey's had patrons then, times weren't as hard, it's not Father Gernot's fault. Father Gernot's been an ass longer than I thought. You should talk to my son. I love when this game has typos. You should talk to my son. You should help him stop that bastard abbot. I should go. Alright. It's Il Brienne. Everyone's favorite. Hi, Veronica. Oh, Andreas, good to see you back in town. Hello, Veronica, how have you been? Oh, you know, pulled every which way. Mom's been a cow, but when I'll give her grandchildren. As if I'm not doing enough work already. Work to give her grandchildren, wink wink? Or like work... You're married now? Oh yeah, I guess you wouldn't know. Big Jorg and I were married 2 springs back. Congratulations. Thanks. Now Mom's nagging me about when we'll have kids. Are you two... You shouldn't rush something as important as children. That's what I keep telling her. Maybe you should talk to her, Andreas. If it comes from someone as successful as you, maybe she'll pay attention. Anyway, I should get back to work. We're all preparing for the festival. I'll leave you to it then. Till later. See you, Andreas. Hi, Ursula. Hello. Hello, Ursula. Do you remember me? No. Should I? You were very young. You used to poke me in the foot with a stick to wake me up. I did? You did. I stayed in the room upstairs. I kind of remember that. Oh no. Oh no. Ill Peter, what the fuck have you done? Mom and Dad sometimes talk about you. They said you went away for more training. What was that like? Not ill, Ursula. We can't do this. Anything but this. Well, while I was in Aragon, I learned a new technique to make colors that... No, not about the art, Andreas, about your travels. Alright, okay. In the forest of Aragon, I saw a giant. What? They call him Basage. He's 9 feet tall. His beard is as long as Big York's whole body. 1 foot is like yours or mine, but the size of a whole pig. The other's a tree trunk. He whistles to the shepherds when storms are coming so they can get their flocks to safety. How did you see him? Cough. I was in the forest and he spied on me because I was eating bread, which everyone knows is the Basage's favorite food. I wish I could see a giant someday. Andreas, can I ask you something? Of course. Do you know the stories about Perchta and the Wild Hunt? A little. I didn't learn about them until I lived here. Why? Are they bad? Cough, cough. Bad how? Well, my grandpa tells me things about Perchta and the spirits and charms. And the old woman Attilia, she talks about them too, and says all these words I don't understand. She told me they're part of the old ways or something. So why do you think they're bad? Well, my dad says that I shouldn't listen to any of it. He said it's nonsense and that Father Thomas would be mad. He said he only tolerates it with old people because they're too stuck in their ways. I don't want to get in trouble, but Grandpa says if I don't learn the old ways, they'll just be forgotten. Why are you asking me? I'm afraid if I ask someone else, they'll tell my dad, or worse, Father Thomas. So are they bad? Cough, cough? No. I'm gonna get this little girl killed, aren't I? I just feel... Listen to Ill Peter. That's sort of what I want. I just want to listen to Ill Peter is the problem. Really? Oh. Occultist background and told the story of the giant Basage. It's important for you to carry on the stories and knowledge of your ancestors. Oh, that makes sense. Cough. Thanks, Andreas. Till later. The cough will get her or the hearsay will. That's the thing. I love how the, all these decisions that I made, like, a long time ago are coming back. You know? Like, it's suddenly I have checks to pass. It's stressing me out. Because there was only, like, 1 check in Act 1, and I'm just like, people keep remembering stuff. Hello, Big Yorg. You have nothing to say to me? Hello, Normal Peter. You have nothing to say to me? Hello, Clara. We're about to sit down for supper. Care to join? I would love to. I literally can't go anywhere else. It's truly a blessing to have everyone back together again, if only briefly. Keep an eye on that boy of yours, Andreas. See that he minds how much he takes. Young boys eat too goddamn much. Peter, stop that. Andreas is our guest. Why don't you lead us in grace? Fine. Bless us, O Lord, and these your gifts, which we're about to receive from your bounty. We pray again for our beloved Christine, gone now these many years. Please help me protect my family in these difficult times. Through Christ our Lord. Amen. Amen, amen, amen. Humph, amen. Master Andreas, why are we the only ones with bread? The Gertners can't afford a lot of bread, they're being polite. Andreas, it's so good to have you at our table again. And with another guest, is this young man your assistant? Casper, yes, he's my apprentice. Alex, enjoy lunch. I will welcome you when you return. Consume. Ah, that would explain why I saw him writing in that little journal. I remember you did the same thing when you lived here. Do we want to eat rye bread, cheese? Potage! You still draw in your journal, Andreas? I've been trying to spend more time on the land. It's hard to be in touch with God's splendor in a city like Nuremberg. Mom said you know a lot about the proper names for birds and trees and things. Oh my god, she's coughing too! What the fuck? How nice you have the time. And we toil all day, and that despicable abbot is starving us all while he sips on his sacramental fucking wine. Lay off him, Dad. He only just got here. Jeez. How have the fates been treating you these last few years? Oh, God. Ugh. The Lord is testing us with another hard season, I'm afraid. That's one way to say it. Been miserable as shit all around. Cough, cough. Maybe you should be resting, Grandpa. If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna do it sitting up at my own goddamn table. The whole family's been ill, Andreas. Peter, his father, and Ursula with an ague. And me, well... Clara lost a child in childbed a year ago now. Oh, do you have any idea what the cause might have been? Alright, Veronica. Agnes suggested it might have been a fright I was given during the flood. She was nearly swept away in the flood, then the child came early. Agnes tried her best to save him, but he had a deformity of the skull and didn't live long. It was monstrous. Monstrous! Remain silent. Seems the Lord really looks in on Tassing any longer. That's why it's time for us to take matters into our own hands. We're eating. Oh, God. Please, can we not talk about this now? Eat bread. York here was married while you were away, Andreas. Yes, I've heard. You and Veronica make a good match, York. Heh, thanks. York has been good to me. There aren't many other options in Tassing anyway. Veronica, you can't just say that to your husband. It's been a couple springs, but I'm still not used to being married. Congratulations, I'm happy for you. Thanks, Andreas. It's been our one blessing in a dark season. With some children soon to come, I hope. Haha. Haha. What? I don't get it. Cough. Do you? Oh, forget it, Ursula. What have you been up to, Andreas? Foreign patrons are fussy, and I've spent a fortune trying to keep my inks wet and canvases dry while traveling. What should I say? My life seems so far from theirs now. Don't leave them waiting. I can't think of anything. Nothing but my miserable little problems. They'll think you're rude if you don't say something. Nuremberg is miserable. I'm painting a commission, but patrons are paying to be added, so it's taking ages to finish. I've been busy with Casper's apprenticeship, never have any time to myself. We don't have any children, then. I do my best to be helpful. That wasn't a slight. I just wanted to be like, you know, Casper. Ursula, maybe you should excuse yourself and rest. You're sick. But Mom, I'm so hungry. Here, Ursula, you can have mine. It's not fair that nobody else gets any bread besides Master Andreas and me. Stop! Ursula, give it back to him. That's your child, and she's ill. I'm not gonna have people in this town saying we can't feed our goddamn guests. Besides, we all have work to get back to, don't we? Good. Time to get back to it, Andreas. We'll see you and your boy later. We didn't mean to overstay our welcome. It's alright, Andreas. He's just in a bad mood. It was lovely to see you again. Yes, thank you for coming, Andreas. You'll be staying for St. John's Eve. I think so. I want to go to the festival. Hopefully we'll see you later. Until then. Yes, time to go to the fucking library. Get me into the church. I'm not going to sleep, you motherfuckers. The thing is anything happening in the woods? Is anything happening anywhere? You never know. No. You go to the church in the morning, But I want to go now! There she is! She's screaming again! She still screams! Amelie? Master, did you hear that? It sounded like someone crying out. I think it's Sister Amelie? She's a mystic. She might be having one of her visions. Sister Amelie? Are you alright? The Philistines, this is the hand of God. Compline. Compline. Monastic hour corresponding to 8 p.m. One of the little hours of prayer. Okay? Sister, is something happening at Compline? It's Compline right now. No! Amelie? You're the artist, Andreas. Are you okay? I'm tired. Was I talking? You were having a vision. Oh, I wish Father Thomas were here. Would you like Casper to go get him? If he could, yes. His house is just around the corner. Casper, run and get Father Thomas. Yes, Master Andreas. Your son? Thank you for the sip, Rach. I need it. My apprentice, but I think of him like a son. He seems eager to please you. He's quite enthusiastic, yes. I have little knowledge of the workings of masters and apprentices. My world is one of spirit, decoupled from the march of life and death. I see and hear your world turning from this little window, but they are mercifully small glimpses. Mercifully small? This cell allows me to contemplate mysteries without the noise of the outside world polluting my thoughts. Your world is the world of normal lives and normal thoughts. It can be difficult to hear the divine, much less make sense of it. I have no will to be part of that world. I strive to have no will at all, but to subordinate myself to the will of God. When my will is his will, he graces me with visions, confusing though they may be. I'm sorry to have disturbed you. Don't be. I know they must sound alarming to people walking by in my visions. The desire to intercede is charitable, but I assure you I'm fine. Sister, what is that hole in the ground? My grave. Say nothing. I dug it before Father Thomas read me my funeral rites. Before I was enclosed here, I dig a little more in it each day. Most people find it shocking, but this is my devotion, my vocation. Once someone finds their calling, they must answer it fully. Was a calling to a cloistered life not enough? No, I thought it might be, but as you yourself have learned, the cloistered life is not so cloistered. The budding of the temporal wind against the spiritual world is like flint against steel. Sparks are inevitable. Is your calling in question, Andreas? Is your life? Both, I think. I've lost my love. My love for art, love for family, love for anything. The last 7 years have been hard. It was all too much for me. Don't lose hope, Andreas. The human heart is no small thing. It can hold so much. Andreas, thank you for sending Casper. It seemed prudent. Are you alright, Sister Amelie? Yes, Father. I may have had another vision. Andreas said I spoke of the sin of Saul, Philistines, and Compline. What do you think it means, Father? Andreas, Casper, could you excuse us? We appreciate your help, but I must tend to her now in the church. Of course. Good evening. God bless you both. Master Andreas, I'm confused. What did that all mean? I'm not sure, but the last time I heard Sister Amelie have a vision, it was just before the Baron was murdered. What? Do you think... Could Sister Amelie be receiving warnings? It's too simple an explanation. There are layers and layers to divine messages. No revelation with real power or prophecy could be understood plainly. The meaning must be hidden or implied. Sounds complicated. Come, Casper, let's retire for the evening. Oh, Millie? Go into sleep. Okay, I do want to go in the woods at night, though. I have to be honest. There's something about the woods at night that compels me. It's probably nothing, but you never know if it's something. That's the thing. Becca? They don't know she's in the walls. I mean, the person that we saw that one time running back from the Abbey was in like a white cloak. So she could be in the walls. We don't know. Smokey! My boy! Oh, hello, Master Mailer. You're looking well. Thank you, Smokey. How are you? I'm well enough, I guess. Vasklav won his way a few years ago, which I suppose was bound to happen. I miss the company sometimes, but now there's no one to keep me from my gossip. No one to tell it to, either. Have I missed much? Heh, the things I could tell you since you left Tassing? We'd be here till Kingdom Come. Oh? I did see another Imperial Reichspost courier ride from the Abbey a few days ago. Further guy dropped the bag once. It looked heavy. The Abbey must be doing better than the Abbot's letting on. I've heard the Abbey was struggling with its funds. Curious, isn't it? The couriers arrive once or twice a month. Doesn't help that the Abbot has tightened restrictions so close to St. John's Eve, too. The townsfolk get up to all sorts of mischief, then. What sort of mischief? I'd wager Johann and Kat will find some corner to play in again. Oh... It's practically tradition at this point. Veronica and Brigitte might go out for a midnight dip by the waterfall, too. They've been swimming out there for years. Now everyone's getting clever, trying to stay out from the Abbot's eye. Rightly so, he's an ass. I didn't see you in the town commons during Otto's speech. Aren't you standing with the peasants? Well, their cause doesn't really affect me, does it? I'm as worried as anyone about soldiers rushing through here, but the new taxes and restrictions don't bother me. I understand why they're upset, but I've been doing fine out here with less than they have. Nothing will change for me if they get their way. Remain silent. Oh, well, enough of that. Thanks for stopping by, Master Mailer. Till later, Smokey. Till then. Thanks, bud. I knew that I'd find you eventually. My boy Smokey. Alright, let's go to sleep. Can I break into the church at night? I'm not gonna try breaking into the church at night, it's fine. Pet Schlau. Yeah. My arm disappeared. For just a moment, no arm. When you're petting Schlau, you don't need it. Samuel, are you fucking here? At night. Are you still here? No. God damn it, my boy. Alright, bud. Let's you and I get some sleep. We should get some rest. Go to sleep. We gotta have weird dreams. Look at his little hat! Little sleeping stockings and his little hat. Tuck him in. Tuck the boy in. No! Unacceptable. Alex, welcome back. I would do anything for mac and cheese. Did you drop this, Casper? No, I don't think so, Master. The Murder Gernant! The script looks beautiful, Master Andreas. Did you write that? You were warned. Warned? What does that mean? Warned about what? It has something to do with the murder that happened the last time I was here. How? I thought they caught the murderer. Yes, but it's complicated. Let's just head up to the library, Casper. Alright, Master. Okay, I'm sure it's fine. Hi, Hannah. Say hello to everybody. Hi, Killian. Hi, Nico. My boy? You're still here. Samuel. I'm begging you, my bud. You're so strange. God. The game does this to me, where it's like, you have a thing to do, and I'm like, cool, but I have to go walk around the entire town again to make sure I don't miss anything. Like... Hi, Thomas. Hello, Attilia. You have nothing to say to me. There's nothing in here. There's a little devil. He's good. I like him. He's got one eye. What's going on at the mill? Same thing. Like, imagine if you had to do this in real life. Exactly. Like, before your commute, you have to stop and walk around your entire town because you're like, my neighbors could be doing something that I need to know about. Hi, Magdalene. Bah! What is going on at the mill, Fairy? Riddle me this. Hi, Lucky. Is anything happening? Where the fuck is this woman's husband? There he is. I have to talk to you. Christ, Ulrich. God bless you, Andreas. God bless you, Ulrich. How have you been? The Lord has been kinder to me than the peasants. These are difficult times for them, Andreas. They could use your help. My help? How? Talk to the abbot. He may respect your opinion more than mine or the peasants. I don't think so. Of all the people that the abbot could respect, I don't think that I'm at the top of his list. I would have hoped he could see that his behavior is not Christian, but something is clouding his judgment. I'm not exactly in Father Garnot's good graces. I doubt he would listen to anything I had to say. We must try, Andreas. These men are fair and hardworking, but they've been pushed down for too long. They're becoming desperate, and desperate men can forget their faith and turn to violence. What if violence is the only language the abbot understands? When a man can't keep his family fed, he can only keep that pain inside for so long. Make no mistake, the peasants hold Father Gernot responsible for their lot. If there's fire in their hearts, we must pray for rain. I'll do what I can. Thank you and God bless you, Andreas. Alright, I talked to your husband. He, craves violence. I mean, he doesn't. The problem is that he doesn't crave violence. But I crave violence, so I'm like, yeah, dude, I'll totally do what I can. But, like, I won't. How's my boy? How you doing, bud? Nothing? Okay. Alright, Benjamin Barnes. Okay, well, I talked to him, which is really all I needed to do. So I'm gonna go to church. Oh, this is why you walk out. There's two of them. Fabian and Carl. And Till. And Anton. Your friend writes Werner Andreas. I'll keep that in mind. I'll think about it. Hi, Otto. Andreas? So, Otto, sign from God. Oh, right. I found something just a few days ago. This will sound crazy, but I found Saint Moritz's head. His head? Yes, I'm sure. Alright, I can't say anything more until St. John's Day. Then everyone will know. I understand. I won't say a word. You better not. I'm trusting in you to be a good man about this. You whisper anything about this to anyone, I'll do more than kick your ass. Naturally. Till later, Andreas. Hi, Sep. You've, I hope your name isn't like Ava, and I'm saying- I don't know how to say your name. I'm sorry. I mean, it's not the worst that I've done to someone's name in this video game, but you know? Alright. Do you have anything to say to me? Martin, I'm so curious about you. Okay, I'm going to church. Bye. Bye. Hi, Schlob. Schlau. Sorry. Fuck. God. Lower Abbey. Can I go in this house? Hi, I know I have to talk to you, but like, I'm going in here. Because I can now. You will not stop me. Look at this family of squirrels! Little squirrel, tiny baby squirrel, other squirrel, very powerful. Sister Gertrude's wise to have some in the garden. There's no one standing at the fire anymore. In the same position all day. So what's the point? Hello? Margaret? Hello? Who's there? Hello, Sister Margaret. It's Andreas Mailer, the artist. Oh, Master Mailer! Mother Illuminata said you'd returned. Is there someone else with you? Yes, my apprentice, Casper. Hello. God bless you, Casper. You smell even more of paint than your master. Sister Margaret's blind. She loses other senses, Casper. Oh, thank you. Haha, you're funny. Anyway, I should go. Mother Illuminata doesn't like it when we're distracted from our duties. Of course, until later. God bless you, Master Mailer, and you too, Casper. Mousefinger! Yeah! You're inside now! You're in the shed! I'm so happy for you! I can't do anything. Mousefinger. The best creature. I'll talk to you in a minute, bud. I got places to go. For example, the tower. Where nothing ever happens. Alright, goodbye. Hey bud, 1 second. Are you gonna talk about the slurs that I supposedly said to you? That I have no recollection of ever saying to you? Hi, Rudiger. Andreas! Oh, it's wonderful to see you again. How have things been for you in Nuremberg? I've actually been in Barcelona recently. Nuremberg's the same as it always is. Ah, well, it's good to see you in any case. Forgive me for asking, but how did you find the music in Aragon? Wonderful. Several years ago I heard a cantor in Zaragoza with a wonderful voice and interesting compositions. I believe his name was Juan Garcia de Bersudo, though he had since moved on to another cathedral. Bertrudo. If he's as talented as you say, I must imagine we'll see his music sooner or later. Why aren't you singing? I love our music, of course, but I'm interested in what's being created across Christendom. Christendom! Powerful! I suppose you came to pay your respects to Brother Piero. I'm so sorry, Andreas. He was a wonderful man and a faithful servant of Christ. That he was. Well, despite the occasion, it is good to see you again. God bless you, Andreas. Matthew! Little man. Little creature. That's it? You got nothing to say? God bless you, that's it? Unbelievable. Into the aquarium. Anybody in the aquarium? No. Alright. Infirmary. Where's my boy? My boy! Florian! Andreas Miller, how wonderful to see you! Have you been well? Well enough. Not lately. I'm sorry to hear it. I hope your visit to Curacao can bring some relief. What brings you back here? I want to pay my respects to Brother Piero. Oh, of course. I'm sorry, Andreas. I know it's a small consolation, but he lived a long life with little pain. He died quite suddenly during Lauds. He was well loved by everyone here, even those who might pretend otherwise. I'm sure he appreciates the gesture. As for your visit, I cannot speak with the abbot's authority, but you are always welcome company. How is your Italian coming along? Not good? Not too bad? I've been reading every Italian medical text Klaus Drucker can get his hands on. Really? How many's that? Oh, I haven't counted, but many. Leoncino's text on the French disease, which might have been helpful for the Baron all these years ago. Yeah. This, a new printing from Venice, wonderful woodcuts. Oh, the Flower of Medicine from Salerno. Did you know they translated it into Hebrew? Occitan? What's that? Imagine that. Imagine a peasant in the fields of Providence reading the medical wisdoms of Salerno. Truly remarkable. Oh, he's talking in woodcuts. What a wonder these books are. Ah, I got carried away. Anyway, it's good to see you, Andreas. Until later. Until then, I like you. Yeah, I don't think that knowing about syphilis would have actually helped the Baron. I don't think that it would have saved him. He got his head shoved into a rock or something, like... What if he actually died of syphilis? We just didn't know. Anybody in here? No. Alright, we got the large garden. We got the chapter house. This is where it happened. Do you have PTSD? You feel nothing, actually. Large garden. I hear a cat. It's a dog! It's Mirabilis! Pet, my arm's gone again. Oh. Rumbly little man. Very good. Oh no. You're not... You know what? I'll talk to you later. I'll talk to you in a moment. I don't want to talk to you. You got cucumbers. Oh god, I'll talk to Gernot. I don't... Let Mirabilis inside, she screamed. Hey, bud. He has nothing to say to me. You know what? That's fair. You know what? Refectory? Let me in. God. The way this is laid out stresses me out so much. I'm like, I don't know what the most efficient way of going into every room is. Kitchen and cellar. Voslav. I can't speak to you. Lucas. Still scaling that fish, huh? All these years. Oh. Hello. Hello? Yeah. That was a whole cutscene. Feed cat? I would fucking love to. Eat the sausage. This will affect the game in ways that we cannot even begin to comprehend. This cat is going to save our lives at a point in the game because we have discovered him and given him a sausage. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. A little friend, a little man, cannot even comprehend the creature. Can I go in here now? No. Of course it affects the game, you little guy. Oh, Master Andreas, it's been so long. It's good to see you, Brother Volkbart. How are you? I'm well, I'm a monk now. Brother Lucas, too. I still do the same work, but now I have the same robes as the other brothers. Has the abbot been treating you well? Yes, he has. The work is hard, but I am happy. That's good to hear. I'll leave you to your work, brother. God bless you, Master Andreas. Can't believe that we gave the cat a sausage. Alright. Trauma. Brother Piero. Rest in peace, my old friend. Mother Cecilia, the headstone is well made. Her family must have commissioned it. Oh. Alright, we got the Old Bailey. That I've heard so much about. Oh my god, Ada, how the fuck are you alive? Hello? Who's this? Andreas, Brother Adic. Andreas Mailer. Oh. Oh, Andreas, the fine young artist from Nuremberg. You flatter me. Your art flattered my writing, yours and Brother Piero's both, God rest his soul. It's a blessing to work with talent such as yours and Piero's. And Gabriel and Rupert and Sister Michaela when the nuns helped us with our labors. So many years of toil, they're all gone now. I pray they are well at rest with the Lord. Soon I will be gone, then Brother Guy, and all that will remain of us are our books. Okay. Yeah, enough of that. How have you been? Successful in body, if not in spirit. I'm sorry, Andreas. The dreams of youth often do not survive the march of years. But take heart that the Lord is always here for us in times of sorrow. You seem more at ease now than when I was last here. Do I? It may be so. I may have worked in the scriptorium beyond the limits of this body. It pained my joints and strained my brotherly love for Guy. The fuck was that noise? The scriptorium took my sight and the use of my hands, but when it closed it also took the pain from my heart. The abbot's content to let me serve the Lord through prayer and contemplation. And so it also contents me. Scriptorium closed? I'm sorry, Andreas, but I must rest now. It's good to hear your voice at Curaçao again. God bless you. God bless you, Brother Adic. Love to have my brotherly love for Guy stained. Strained. Haha. What the fuck is going on in here? Scriptorium fell into disrepair quickly after Father Gernot closed the library. Oh my god, Zadina. Oh, Andreas, you're back. And you're still here. Unfortunately. I hear you're a master artist now. I'm impressed. You know, I've grown as well, in a variety of ways. I appreciate... Stop. Don't be ridiculous, Andreas. I've matured past those days. Sorry to disappoint, but I haven't been pining over you for the past 7 years. Was it that bad? No, it wasn't. Just let it pass, won't you? You didn't have to endure the tongue-wagging Mother Illuminata gave me. Did you get in much trouble? I had to do penance, obviously, and I had to help Sister Gertrude in the garden for a whole month. It wasn't horrible. I enjoyed working outside on the nice days. The garden is beautiful. I was young and lonely. You have no idea how boring a convent is for a young woman. You're more freedom here than I do, slaving away for patrons. You don't listen to Mother Illuminata anyway. I don't listen to her because I never wanted this. I'm not like you, Andreas. I never chose this life. My family couldn't marry me off to anyone of higher rank, so they donated to the Abbey. The amount was substantial enough for the Abbey to take me in as a nun. I was forced to take the habit. I loved my life before Curacao. At least you chose your vocation. I was shoved into mine and forgotten. That sucks. Sorry. I've accepted where I am now. I make the best of it as well as I can. Still, it's a pity we never got to finish that kiss. No. I guess I'll have to leave you wanting. Casper is right here. I should return to my duties. Thank you for speaking with me, Andreas Mailer. Till later. It sure did, seem like we did more than finish the kiss. But if you say so... Illuminata. God bless you, Andreas. It's been too long. I know Father Abbot made it clear you were not to return when you left, but we had hoped to hear from you. Yes, my apologies. You're right, of course. It's good to see you again, Mother Illuminata. This is... my apprentice. Good day. This is my apprentice. It's good to see you. God bless you, Mother Superior. God bless you, young Casper. No greeting for your favorite library helper? I just talked to you. I'm sorry you have to see it in such a state. It sees very little use these days. What happened? After Baron Rathvogel's murder, we had fewer and fewer wealthy patrons. The small number that held out lost interest. It's easier to commission new work from the Guild of St. Luke or individual masters in big cities like Nuremberg. Father Granat saw no reason to keep the scriptorium or library open. Most of the books here have been suffering of neglect. After Mother Cecilia's death, neither I nor Sister Zena had time to maintain our inventory. That's awful. As Brother Pierre was fond of saying, all things change in time. Now all that remains are books for sale to interested parties, a task that Father Granat has entrusted to me. Engie. And Sister Zena, of course. I don't even know where to start. Master Andreas, maybe you could find a book for little Magdalene, something that's not in print yet. Oh! Excellent idea! Yeah, let's do it! Read! Parzival, perhaps Klaus would not object to this romance given its emphasis on Christian virtues. The German's a little dated, but I'm sure she'll figure it out with Klaus's help. Who knows, maybe it will inspire her imagination. That's what you're going with? Read. I think these are Latin translations of some of Origen's homilies. Also, it looks like it's partially burned. Probably not a great gift for a young Wait. This is the same bookhand as the notes I found when the Baron was murdered. Whoever wrote this is responsible for writing the notes. I need to ask Illuminata about this. Jesus Christ. Read. A copy of Jacobus de Vering's Golden Legend. Every good Christian should know the legends of the saints, and the Latin is simple enough that she should be able to read it before long. That's cute. What about this one? Richard de Bury's Philobiblon. It's a text on the collection and preservation of books. Maybe this is where Illuminata and Cecilia learned all their tricks. Certainly a good book for a printer's daughter. Up. The final book. Albertus Magnus de Annibalibus. Yup, it's essentially a bestiary, but it contains so much more knowledge in a variety of topics. This could inspire an interest in animals in the natural world. Beautiful illustrations as well. Let's give her that one. I want her to like animals. She already likes that kitten, and there's so many more little guys that she could learn about. She probably doesn't even know about all the little guys there could be. Illuminata? Have you decided on any books to purchase? Yes, just one. What about the burned pages that we saw? Did we get to ask about that? This one. Certainly, given your love of nature, you already know all of the information contained inside. Perhaps, but this will be for Klaus Drucker's daughter, Magdalene. Latin may pose a challenge for her, but I'm sure with persistence she can overcome it. Is there anything else you need? Yes, Mother Illuminata, what do you know about this book? I don't know anything. This is the first time I've seen it. Where did you find it? I've seen it on one of the lower shelves. I don't think it's in our catalog. It's burned around the edges. Why? How can I find out where it came from and who wrote it? If it's not in our catalog, I'm afraid I don't know whom you could ask. If it was a recent edition, the only people who would know are Mother Cecilia and Father Matthias. I didn't bring any books for summoning. A joke, Master Mailer? Anyway, it's a shame we can't figure out who penned this book. The author's the same person who wrote the letters I found while investigating the Baron's murder. The ones in the fine book hand? Brother Adok told me about them. Perhaps he knows something about this book. He's been here longer than any of us. Why would the person who wrote the letters have prescribed a book in our library? Well, that's the question. Whoever did this is the thread puller. Huh? Someone who was manipulating people at Curacao and Tassing, pulling at threads to provoke someone into killing the Baron. I thought one of the brothers killed the Baron. He did, but the Baron was lured to the chapter house by someone who knew Curacao and Tassing's secrets. Well, I'm afraid we can't be of any more help to you in determining the book's provenance. However, it's not in our catalog and it's already damaged. I doubt Father Abbot would mind if you kept it. Excellent, thank you. I'm glad someone bothered to save it from the flames. I want to go talk to my boy. I'll eat with the Druckers in a minute. Where's my boy? He's gone! I need to talk to my guy, please. Are they eating? I need to ask him a question about pages that are on fire. Edict, please. Dormitory. I didn't go in the dormitory. No, someone could have been in here and I didn't know, and I missed them and I didn't know. No one's done another murder right now, but I have a feeling that someone is thinking about doing a murder. You know? No, it's not there. Where do they eat? Where do you... Refectory. Lucas. Hello? Adic. God damn it, I know you're eating, but I have stuff to talk to you about. Rudiger, hi, Florian. Alright, okay. You all fucking suck. Wait. Is he still in here? Yes, little creature. Yeah, I love getting a clue that's like, the only person who knows this is this old man, and it's like, he's gonna fucking die, isn't he? That man's gonna fucking perish. Alrighty. Hi, Guy. I didn't talk to you before. Andreas? Brother Guy, what are you doing out here? Father Gnat has asked me to inform the townsfolk that the shrine is closed. Has something happened to the shrine? Father Abbot has ordered that we bring the hand into the church. The pilgrims are still welcome to come in and visit the relic, but it's off limits to the townsfolk. What? Why? The abbot had enough of the peasants and townsfolk rebelling against the abbey. He is their rightful lord. The abbot has been more than generous, but he will not let this 12 articles drivel pass. The abbot refuses to leave the relic at risk of destruction. The hand of St. Moritz is the only thing keeping the abbey open. But Tassing relies on St. Moritz just as much as the abbey. What about the faith of the townsfolk? Then they can stop engaging in such heretical and sinful behavior. The abbot's trying to protect the relic, nothing more. What about the peasants' complaints? Father Abbot has done all he can. Until the peasants can see reason, the relic will remain in the church. This is ridiculous and cruel, Brother Guy, even for the abbot. I will do my duty as my vows and my lord command me, Andreas. God bless you. Okay. Alrighty. I want to pet a new dog. The fuck was that? Distant cow noises. It scared me. Hello? Hello? Everyone's in the same location. No one has moved. Drucker. Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? Okay. I have a gift. For child. You're back. Good. We're almost ready and sit down to eat. Would you and Casper care to join us? Of course. Thank you, Klaus. Welcome back, Andreas. Casper, look at her. Chewing. These are my friends, Benjamin and Rachel Summerfield. They're on their way back to Prague. Good day? Hello, excuse me for not getting up. It's a bit difficult. Of course, I understand. It's nice to meet you both. Hello. Buh. Hello. That sounded like a real word, Klaus. She's learning more of them every day. She'll be reading before long. That's a wonderful segue to a gift that I've brought her. Oh? A book from the Abbey Library. Is this for her or for you? Her, I swear. Albertus Magnus the Annibulabus. Andres, she's only 2 years old. You can read it until she's ready. I'm sure she'll learn quickly in a printer's house. Thanks for this. It's a nice thought. We should probably pray before we eat, assuming the Summerfields don't mind. Not at all. We're accustomed to being guests in Christian homes. Thank you for asking, Klaus. Alright, I'll lead the prayer then. Bless us, O Lord, and these your gifts, which we are about to receive from your bounty. Through Christ our Lord. Amen. Very powerful. Klaus, thank you again for letting us stay here. It's been such a long trip. Oh! Is it time? No, I'm fine, I think. I'm just sore everywhere. Jesus Christ, if this woman goes into fucking labor during... I'm gonna freak out. Anyway, we'd hoped to get home weeks ago, but the fighting has made it slow progress from Basel. Basel? Tanning's hardly on the way to Prague. We'd rather not get caught up in battles between the Swabian League and the peasants, so we've taken a strange route. We're in Basel to do some business, but we didn't want to overstay our welcome. Is it really so bad for Jews there? Let's just say that we've gone back and forth enough on Jews in Basel that it's best not to feel too comfortable. We felt comfortable enough with our host, but Benjamin's right, we couldn't stay long. Jesus Christ, do you know the printer Johann Froben? I'm not familiar with him, no. He's a very successful printer, turned Basel into the center for Swiss printing. He employs incredible artists and form cutters. He even prints books in Greek and Hebrew. That's why we visited. Benjamin and I are creating Hebrew type for him. Turns out that when your town banishes all the Jews, you have a more difficult time finding Jews to work for you. Yeah, I'd think so. Who could have guessed? I just wish it hadn't taken us so long to get home. We've gone so far still. Lucky timing for me, though. Now I have 2 printers and a master artist at my dinner table. True, it isn't all misfortune. Daddy? Oh yes, thank you. And a future printer and baby printer to be. Cassing hasn't seen this many artists under one roof in a while. It's amazing to see how far printing has come so quickly. Some of the engravings I've seen are incredible. And new techniques, new types, new styles are being developed every year. Benjamin is trying to create a more readable script for Yiddish. We have typefaces for Hebrew, but it would be nice to have something separate for Yiddish. Is there a demand for that? Oh yes, most prayer books are still in Hebrew and not Yiddish. I'd like our writing to be more accessible, especially to those who've only read Yiddish. Yiddish? Oh god. Here, something like this. I'll be sure to send you some samples when I'm finished, Klaus. Good. I'd like the... Oof. It's time. Yes, I'm fine. You're not fine! It's time! Klaus, what are you working on? I need to get ready to sell to travelers as the pass is open, but lately I've been printing the 12 articles for the town. 12 articles! Thanks to Father Thomas, everyone in town can read at least well enough to make it through that sheet. But a lot of people talking, and a lot are coming over to Otto's way of thinking. Well, you heard him yourself, Andreas. What do you think of what's happening in Tassing? I think the abbot's in a difficult position. He's just trying to find a way through it. The abbot's always been an ass. What do you expect? You're not wrong. Remember what happened in Attilia's house? The abbot took it away. She lost everything. She works for Father Thomas now. She what? I was as surprised as you are now. We all were. But that was the only charity available to her. Sorry, not trying to bring up bad memories. I was just trying to say that things have been hard on the peasants for years. It's just gotten worse lately. If the abbey's in such a bad state, there must be someone the abbot can appeal to for more money. The Duke of Bavaria may lead a military, but money's unlikely. The Pope? But it's the abbot's problem to fix. The peasants don't need to bear the brunt of it. Select a food item to eat. Apple pie?! We're sympathetic to what's happening here. We saw it all throughout Swabia. Peasants are suffering. It's true, but I worry about what happened in Tassing. Ow! I'm fine. Rachel? I'm gonna say it, Rachel. I don't think so. Peasants are no match for the soldiers of the Swabian League. What's the Swabian League? Mercenary soldiers for hire. They rally for coin, not for cause. We can't speak to their motives as we tried to stay far away from them, but they were intimidating even at a distance. If the peasants aren't careful, Tassing could draw the wrong sort of attention. I know that Otto and the peasants are taking a risk, but I believe Otto will keep things peaceful. Anyways, it's not the Swabian League we have to worry about, but the soldiers of the Duke of Bavaria. Barbaria. The Prince Bishop has the church's authority, but the Duke's lands surround Tassing and Cursao. Eat apple pie. I wanted to apologize for not writing back. I was so fed up in work, you know how it is. I'm sorry for never writing back. What happened here in Tassing at Cursao, I just wanted to forget it. I'm sorry for what happened to your family. Oh, God. I was too much of a coward to write back after hearing Bert and Marie passed. I'm sorry. Right in front of these two. Right in front of these two. Right in front of these three. Pfft. Ow! Oh, this is it. This is it! Oh no, I was afraid of this. We can't travel now. This is all my fault. We should have left Basel earlier. I love you, Benjamin, but be quiet. I don't care. I need help. Yes, we need a midwife. Is there one who would accept Rachel? I could fetch Dr. Stoltz, or I have some medical experience. We need a midwife. We need Agnes. Agnes has delivered every child in Tassing as long as I can remember. She would never turn any woman away. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Klaus, you're a mensch. Enough with the thanks, get me a midwife. Yes. Andreas, you're forgiven. Casper, it was good to have you over, but you both have to leave. Of course. Good luck, Rachel. Thank you, I'll need it. I'll go fetch Agnes. Thank you for joining us, Andreas. Oh, I almost forgot. You should go see the bonfire preparations in the town commons. That's it! This woman's giving birth. You missed them on your last visit. Klaus! I'm going! Thank you, Klaus. We'll be going. Take care. Jesus Christ. This is so cute, the little, like, the decorations that everyone has with, like, the flowers and stuff. Very cute. How's my boy doing? My very intelligent man. He's gone. Can I steal his work? And claim that it's my own? Alright. Fine, we'll go to the bonfire, I guess. If they insist on us going to the bonfire. So pretty! Everyone seems to be working hard for the bonfire tonight. The commons look festive decorated like this. Look at all the flowers, Master, and the bonfire's huge. How's the fire coming? Those logs work out alright for you, Andres? Yeah, please get them in the background. What is gonna happen to this woman in that house? Coming on with news, it's all in place. Oh god. Good, good. Alright everyone, remember, after the bonfire tonight, we celebrate as usual. We will all gather in the woods and the women will collect herbs as tradition demands? Otto, the abbot has forbidden harvesting in the forest. Please, for everyone's sake, reconsider your actions. Thank you, Father, but the abbot's order goes against God's law. The forest belongs to all of us, as do all of its game and fowl and fish. He cannot claim ownership over that which the Lord gave us to hold in common. No, I'm sorry, Father. We'll proceed as planned. Otto's gonna get everybody in this town killed. Tassing has never let anyone get in the way of our St. John's customs as long as I can remember. We won't start now. Fuck yeah, Otto. And remember, tomorrow I'll show you proof that as sure as the sun turns around the earth, God and our saints are with us. Hey, bud. Good day, Andreas. Hello. You looked upset at Otto's announcement. Is everything alright? Otto is becoming more aggressive in his defiance of the abbot. Father Granat will not take this news well. Unless the abbot doesn't pull him up his sleeve, there's no way to stop them. And Father Granat's too much of a coward. Fight! The abbot knows the Duke of Bavaria would not allow a massacre like what happened at Kempton to happen here. The abbot won't need an army. The Duke will send his. Fair point, but why is the abbot so angry about it? Didn't you just hear Father Thomas, Andreas? The abbot declared the woods off-limits. Anyway, it's not for me to say. I'm sure the abbot will tell you more. He sent me with an invitation for you to dine with him tonight. I'm sure the father will want to discuss the situation over supper. I suppose I can attend. Does the invitation extend to Casper as well? I'm sorry, Andreas, but Father Abbot has asked you to come to his house alone. Whew. Please tell the abbot I'll see him this evening. Fucking terrifying. Well, I guess I'll see what all the fuss is about. Meet you back at the Golden Hand after dinner, alright? Can I help set up the festival decorations while you're with the abbot? Yes, but be back before sundown, alright? Thank you, Master. I'll see you later. Casper, you're so important. Please don't die. Please don't die. Please don't die. Oh. This is really good. This is really good stuff. This is extreme. Look at this. Please let me talk to this person. Who is this? Who is this person dressed as like a this is like a rabbit fursuit in the year like 1520? This is so good. This is so powerful. Hi, Till. Hi, Andres. Okay, can I gotta go up there. I want to see if the baby is okay. Oh, my boy. Hello, Andreas. Hi. Master Andreas, you best not keep the abbot waiting. Go on, we'll meet up after supper. Don't get into trouble. I love you. I'm gonna keep the abbot waiting. The way that they're stomping is so fucking loud. Is my favorite thing. Hey. We okay? Oh, it's still happening. Hello, Andreas. Hi. Hi, Lucky. Alright, no one's got anything to say to me? It's simply birth. I don't like that I can— oh, she's gone. Interesting. Interesting. One of these fucking days, I just want to come down here and see a person performing a ritual. That's all I ask, is just to come down here and see a person performing the sacred ritual. Okay? Hi, Smokey. You're not taking part in the festivities? I came to ask you the same. I didn't see you at the bonfire. I imagine it'd be a great chance to gather gossip. Plenty of gossip to go around if one keeps their eyes open in the forest tonight. It's an enchanted evening. As for your question, I got enough fire and smoke as it is, haha. Decent folk don't like to associate with my kind. Even as they like the charcoal, they hate the burner. Other than Endris, he occasionally comes by, but I guess he has to keep good relations for his trade. People are fools. True, but it doesn't matter, I don't care. I've made my peace with the matter. For me, it's a night like most others. I prefer staying sober and observing the townsfolk. Easier to get all the gossip for the years to come, you know? Besides, I reckon I'm growing too old for mischief. Best let others run around in their silly costumes. I think you still have some youth in you. Ha, like the sun rises to its highest point every year, so my back grows ever more crooked. But I appreciate you coming. I wish you a pleasant evening, Master Mailer. Till later. Bye, Smokey. I just want to see if anyone's, like, skulking around in the woods before the festivities. Mostly, I want to go in the mine. Is really... But I can't. I can't go in the mine. Little owl. Alright, let's go see the guy. Run. Run, my boy. Let me into the pit. There's like treasure at the bottom. Alright, so I'm going to the abbot's house. But I'm not right now. Because right now... I want to go see my boy. In the infirmary. Never mind. I am not seeing my boy. They're still eating? You guys have been eating for like 3 hours. Godspeed, I guess. Alright. No, I want to go to the garden. I want to go to the... I want to go to the... I'm gonna go to the animal pens, and then I'm gonna go to the... I'm gonna go to the garden. I'm in the garden. Hi, bud. Hey, fucko. God bless you, Andreas. I'm glad to see you receive my invitation. Are you ready to eat? Yes. Good. This is such a vile situation. Andreas, thank you for coming to dinner. I thought you didn't ever want to see me at Curacao again, Father. What changed? Yes, well, the Lord calls us to forgiveness, even when that might be difficult. I think it's high time we reconciled, Master Mailer. Please sit, and we will pray together. Bless us, O Lord, and these your gifts, which we are about to receive from your bounty. Lord, direct each of us here toward your wisdom, prudence, and guidance in our future actions. Why did you say that part? Amen. Brother Woslav was indeed prompt in delivering my message. I'm surprised you deigned drop by at all. You've done quite well for yourself, after all. It's good to see that your time at Curacao was not squandered. You even look the part of the famous artist now. What have you been doing in recent years after leaving such a mess in Tassing? I traveled to Aragon. Yes, I've heard the Inquisition has had a difficult time with the many Jews and Muslims fleeing the country. Certainly enforcing the Crown's edict of expulsion. Good, good. The Prince Bishop of Freising ought to implement similar measures with the Protestants here. Of course. Why did you really ask me here? In truth, I'd hoped to discuss the rising tensions between the Abbey and townspeople. I'd like to clarify the situation for you, Andreas. Please, I'm all ears. No, please go on. I'm relieved to hear it. No, go on. I believe you've only heard from one side of the issue, Andreas. Otto's little speeches about taxes don't account for the entire situation. Why demand such high taxes, then, Father? I don't know what I just ate. With the scriptorium closure, the taxes are necessary to make up for the lost income. Should I close the town folk should suffer? Don't put the fault on me, Andreas. These taxes are a direct consequence of your actions after you accused Ferenc. He managed the scriptorium. Would you rather the brothers suffer instead, Andreas? The Abbey relies on taxes to survive. The townsfolk know taxes have risen and fallen in the past and have shouldered the obligation willingly. Brother Guy has gone over the expenses himself. Raising taxes is the best way to cover these costs. But what about prohibiting the peasants from using the forest? That's a new restriction. Pheasant. The forest belongs to the Abbey, and the peasants have no right to use it. Legally, it's theft. You're being a pedantic ass. I don't know if I want to be super mean to him. I want to be passive-aggressive. I want to be passive-aggressive. Doesn't have the Abbey to let the townsfolk pick up sticks. Such theft deprives the Abbey of its natural resources. Since the Abbey does not produce anything else, it must be able to sustain itself somehow, especially under such financial stress. I mean, we need those sticks. Have you no pity for anyone in Tassing? I'm more upset to hear the townsfolk have no pity for us. I heard they'll continue their disobedience by collecting herbs on St. John's Eve. The whole town knows I've forbidden it. The matter is grave, and I will excommunicate anyone who defies my order. You would condemn the town over something so petty. That's up to them. Remaining impartial will be impossible as long as you're in town. Support me in ending the foolish rebellion. You have a reputation in town, Andreas. You're a successful man, and the townsfolk believe they are like you. I'd like you to convince the other townsfolk, the printer, for example, that this uprising is not in their best interests. The rest of the town will follow, and the peasants will have no chance to resist. We can end this peacefully. I don't want him to come to harm. It's a precarious situation. The peasants have genuine grievances. The peasants are right. You've been too harsh on them. How unfortunate. I see Otto's speeches have gotten to you. I was hoping to right his mistakes. Otto's vision will only lead to violence, Andreas. I was hoping to avoid such an outcome. Please, take more time to think about it. I apologize. We must conclude for now. What if instead I stab you with this kitchen knife? I must excuse myself. I'm expected to lead a service at Compline. Think on what we've discussed, Andreas. I trust you can find your way out. I will. I will certainly find my way out. Take me to the town square. Go, 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 go. I want to go to the... I want to dance. Well, first of all, I want to talk to my boy. Fuck! Where the fuck is my boy? I need to talk to him about this burned up page. Where is anyone? Do the monks go down to celebrate this, like, fucking bonfire night? I feel like that's not... Oh, they're all at mass. Take me to church. Okay. I don't know where the fuck anyone is, and I'm leaving. Goodbye. Hi, Schlau. Love you. Take me into the woods first. Wait. Everyone's probably getting really annoyed that I keep going into the woods, but it's just like, I need to know. It compels me. The woods, they compel me. You know? No one is here. Okay, I'm going back. Alright, boys. Are they at mass here? No. Can you guys be at mass somewhere that I can, like, approach? Show me the guys. Show me the guys. Hi, Attilia. Well, well. Andreas the painter. Good to see you, too. When did I say it was good to see you? The only reason I remember you is because you bothered me about that rat, the Baron. Anyway, no time to talk now, fancy man. It's time to call to the fire. Call? That. Oh, she's speaking. She's speaking it. Ha 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 ha. Alright, I'm gonna go. Ha 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 ha. Enjoy the evening, Andreas. But if you want my advice, stay out of the woods tonight. I will not be staying out of the woods. I heard the kitten. This is just so cursed. I'm obsessed with it. Casper! Master Andreas, look at how big the bonfire is! The decorations are so fancy. No, it's great here. Shut up. Have you ever been to a festival like this? No, I've never seen anything like this. Can I stay at the bonfire and see the costumes and watch them collect herbs, Master Mailer, please? Follow along and don't get in their way. I'm too tired for the festival. I think I'll just turn in. No, I'm not gonna... I promise I won't make trouble. I'll see you tomorrow, Master. Till. Hello, Master Mailer. Evening, Till. Enjoying the festival? Very much so. I perhaps feel a tad old for the more active side of the celebrations, but I enjoy the sights and sounds. Did you know the word for the summer solstice leads back to the Romans? I may have heard that, yes. Solstitium, the sun staying still in the sky, such as it looks like this time of year. A fitting allegory for the great cosmic arc of mankind, rise and fall. But to make up for that, dancing, leaping songs, joys and mirth. It's just like silent, and then these guys stomping around. People do seem elated, though I don't think the same applies to Abbott or not. Now, I know who it is. I know. Trust me. Otto's courting danger, I agree, going against the decrees of the Abbey like so. The festival's always had a rebellious streak of jest and mockery. I don't see it as sacred as some. The church would disagree. We are to honor a major saint. As we take enough for the church not to condemn it as heretical. What are we mocking? The fools of the community, most like. The vices folks get up to, especially those more important than us peasants. Overall, I think it brings people together. Ah, I wish I could read more about all this. Well, with the Abbey selling books from their library, I hoped I could get some for myself, but it proved to be far too expensive. Klaus and his printings have proven to be of more use, and a fair bit cheaper. Have you come across any interesting tales? I have indeed, Master Mailer. Or, I didn't quite understand everything. The text was in Latin. It was by a Roman named Strabo, and it was about geography. That's why I noticed it. I don't believe I had a chance to read anything by him. It was a fairly complicated read, I must admit. The book was about many kinds of barbarians, which also included the Reti tribe I read about years ago. The people who used to live on this very land before the Romans arrived. He called this place it's Rat City, and described it as a cluster of daub huts, and its people hostile and warlike, only interested in hunting and fighting. There was something about Manus and his sons, Mouse Man, but I couldn't understand a lot of it. In any case, when the Romans came, most of these locals were driven out, but some were captured to work in the fields and the mines. What were they mining? Salt, I guess. Used to be the backbone of this land. What happened to the locals who were forced out? No idea. I would imagine that after the Romans were driven off, when their empire started falling apart, maybe the barbarians came back. But were they really the same people, or nomads from elsewhere? I guess we may never know. Thank you for the quick history. I'll let you get back to the festivities. Yeah, really riveting conversation, Till. Jesus Christ. Il Peter. Good evening, Andreas. Nice to see you here. Grandpa, look who it is. Eh? Oh, the artist, you're still around. Got to stay and enjoy the festivities. Ha, you call this a festival? Cough. You haven't seen nothing yet. You're not gonna tell the story again, are you? You kids need to learn it by heart, else Persto won't run you down. Is this about the wild hunt? Yes, it draws near. Cough. Heed my warning. Grandpa, you're getting agitated again. It's not good for your health. Nonsense, I can outlive any bastard out there. So, where was I? The wild hunt? No, I know. Please. Yes, did you bring your mask? I didn't realize I was supposed to bring one. Pah, the fools I have to suffer. The mask are to protect us as we banish the witches and spirits into Perkta's path. She punishes all humans she finds in the woods on St. John's Eve, since only witches are out in the wilderness. Anyone caught will be turned into animals. No one but a priest can turn you back. Oh no, to be brought low to a mere beastly existence. Heh. A grim fate. Cough. Stay indoors tonight if you want to come outside. Stay within the light of St. John's fire. At least Saint Satya blesses the herbs in the forest this night. And then the women will gather the herbs, regardless of that bastard abbot. It's certainly important to stockpile some for the winter. Thank you for teaching me more about local traditions. Cough. Hey, Big Jorg! You got some of those ashes with you after the bonfires died down. Fine. Clever, the ashes will be good for the soil in your garden. You're a smart-ass for a city boy, eh? Best we drive the cattle across the ashes too, keeps them from disease. Now that story time's over, how are you enjoying the evening so far, Andreas? This person's just fucking lurking. Very enlightening. It's the best time to spend time with your friends. Have you heard anything interesting? Puh, gossip, you two are like that burner in the forest. Smokey, that's the one. Always nosy about other people. It's been fun to hear what people think about St. John's Eve. Maybe I'll get a few dances as well, eh, Andreas? I'd rather not. I hope we'll get the chance to dance with my dear. Can't see why you couldn't. Big Jorg's right there. Yes, Big Jorg. But it's not Big Jorg. I shouldn't keep you from tonight's celebration until later. It's not Big Jorg, though. Watch the fire. The bonfire is much simpler than the one... Okay. Lesbians. Hi, Werner. Andreas. Salutations, Andreas. Most wonderful to see you here. I see you two have met. What do you want with an inventor? I make all manner of mechanical contraptions filled with gears and levers and other such delights. Andreas here is a man of the mind. Why shouldn't he find interest in my work? For all the use it is. The mind of the inventor is exists to create, to build, to go one step further. One step further towards the garbage heap. Ha, good one. Good one. How do I stop this man from dying? Very inspiring thought, Baltus. Thank you, Master Artist. Speaking of, have you had the chance to look around town tonight? I imagine the sights could also be inspiring to your artistic mind. It looks cheerful with the decorations and the bonfire. Indeed, look at their peasant ingenuity. Consider the bonfire itself. It is built to allow the air and heat to flow through it at great speed, and how it roars. It's a clever piece of construction, but Otto's a clever man. It is a feat almost worthy of an university degree. These people have natural traditions. They've managed to figure out many clever things without even the most cursory education. It is knowledge that hails from preceding generations, lived experience passed along the chain of time. Not quite the knowledge of a rigorously educated mind, perhaps, but nevertheless useful. You don't need a university education to be smart. Of course, you would say that. Neither of you know these people like I do. God has assigned them their place in the order of this world for good reason. There's some merit in learning from the peasants, even you, Werner, given their understanding of herbal remedies. Their traditions are profane. Consider the Eve of St. John, tainted by their pagan rituals. It's an affront to Christ. St. Eligius warned against precisely this nearly 1,000 years ago. Where'd this newfound piety come from? Don't pretend to know anything about me. I've been on the pilgrimage to Aachen. I visited the Martin Shrine and stood in the presence of these holy relics. To be in the presence of St. John the Baptist's beheading cloth was an experience I will never forget. I've seen the reliquary several times on my visits to Antwerp. Seems to have done you little good. Perhaps you should visit again. Now, let us keep the peace in our hearts as brothers in Christ. We're here to celebrate. I'll let you continue with your evening then. Good night. A very good night. Oh, and do come by my workshop, Master Mailer. I would love to exchange ideas. It'd be my pleasure. Splendid. Until then, Mailer. Okay, the enemy's to Lover's Pipeline. I feel it. I sense it. I understand. Can I go into the woods now? Can I go into the woods? Is the woods cursed? Can I go in the woods? Am I in the woods? Do I have to wait until tomorrow night to go in the woods? It's sleep hours. It's the perfect time to go in the woods. Everybody. I demand it. Someone's gonna fucking die. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and they're gonna be like, so many people were murdered. Who else can I talk to here? Carl! Evening, Andreas. Say, how do you like the bonfire? We built it nice this year. Big and sturdy. It's a fine setup, Carl. Excellent work. I know we can't compare to where you come from, but we still give it our all, in celebration of the light who prepared the way of our Lord. Anton, you remember Andreas Mailer, the master artist? Yeah, I've seen him around town. Son, be polite. Hello, Master Mailer. How are you? Now this is a well-raised kid! Well, thank you, young man. Anton's a good boy, let me tell you. Bit of a rascal, as you can see, but he's got a good head and a good heart. Likes to hide it, though. Ugh, Dad, will you stop? Easy to rile you up, just like your mother. What do you think of the festival, Anton? It's fine, I guess. I like the fires when they're lit. The mountains get to twinkle like the stars. I don't like when people get drunk and rowdy as the night goes on. They get into fights and all that. But your dad keeps the trouble away, yes? Yeah, he doesn't like it when those goddamn bastards go too far. Quote unquote. Language, boy. God doesn't look kindly on blaspheming. Those are your words, Dad. Best you don't quote me. Quote the scripture instead. It's better for your soul. Don't listen to the old man, Anton. Have fun, enjoy life, curse all you want. Wink, wink. Don't try to get the boy into any trouble. You think I'm strict, you should see what his mother will do if he catches... You should see what his mother will do if he catches Anton cursing. He, him pronouns for Anton's mother. From now on. How is Helena? Is she not attending... I think you mean, is he not attending the bonfire? Andreas. Fuck. She'll join us later. She went with Martha to dip their toes into the stream and to pick some flowers for the garlands and wreaths. It's important to hold to traditions. It's true. Besides, maybe Martha and Helena will come across the blossom of a fern out there. Haha. What's so funny about that? Ferns don't flower. That means no power to speak with animals for you, boy. Don't worry, Anton. You can always get a garland with St. John's wort to ward off demons and evil spirits. Yeah, got that, Anton? Make sure to keep your eyes open for those spirits walking the earth tonight. Evil spirits and demons? I've never seen any myself. And you won't have to if we're... Look at this! She put a flower in her hat! That was cute. We're careful, my boy. The bonfire will frighten them off with the help of the Lord. That's why we have the feasts and celebrations. Well, I'll let you get back to it then. It was a pleasure. Until later. Bye. We got Brigida. Why, Martin, look who it is. Good evening, Andreas. Andreas, you're staying for the festival, I hope. Of course he's staying. Who would miss this? Especially after you burly boys built such a beautiful bonfire. A burly boy like me would do anything for you, Dove. No, we're not doing this. Couldn't help myself. Stare at them blankly. Martin, look at Andreas, you've made him feel embarrassed. I'm sure Andreas knows how the deal's done. You're a married man, aren't you? I'm not embarrassed, I was just a bit surprised. Why is that? Never mind, it's good to see you both. I guess I'm still not used to grown-up Martin. I get it, sometimes I feel like I'm not used to it myself. I'm truly blessed that Martin grew up to be such a kind and thoughtful man. Only because you bring out the best in me. Well, it's nice to see you both feeling so festive. The food, the fires, the dancing, it really is a night to enjoy. The food, the fires, the fucking... It's to honor the anniversary of the birth of Blessed John, a vigil for he who prepared the way. Yes, yes, and he'd have liked everyone to have a good mood in their hearts, and good food in their bellies. As a hermit who wandered in the desert, living off locusts and wild honey, he probably wouldn't agree. I'd like to live off some wild honey myself, if you catch my meaning. Martin, please behave. Yes, dear, I'll pray to God to relieve me of my unclean thoughts. You'll get no dance tonight if you continue this impishness. See, Andres, this is the kind of difficult married life I have to deal with. It must be a burden. Heavy as the cross our Savior had to carry. Shh, Martin, you better visit Father Thomas's confessional tomorrow with all this impiety. She got you there. So overnight, you going to heed Otto's call and go into the forest? No, I'm really not looking for trouble. There's none of that going around. Even though you supported him earlier during his speech? You, Brigida, not gathering any herbs? My place is by my Martin's side. The word of the abbot is the word of the church. It's improper to go against the word of the church. Only slightly less improper than all the time you spend with Veronica. Heh. Oh, Brigida, I'm sorry. It was a joke. It came out poorly. It's good for the heart to have cherished friends. It's fine. Yeah. Andres, I was about to say, the bonfire is enough. We will dance until our legs begin to waver, right, Martin? Not miss it for the world. That's delightful. I hope you have a great evening. You as well. Till later. Yeah, the complete fucking silence, except for just, like, the stomping, is killing me. What else can I do here? I want to dance until night and then go into the woods. Why would you not allow this of me? Anyone lurking? The birth house was locked, which upsets me because I wanted to check on the birth. I don't want to go to sleep. I want to go to the woods. I'm assuming going to the woods is gonna, like, make time go forward, so, I'll go do that, I suppose. Go into sleep. Go to sleep. All alone, our boy isn't here. Can we get woken up? Oh, we're having a dream. We're going to the sacred land. That spiky water. Alright, bud. Run around. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god. Sabine. What is it? Wait. Come home. I know. You know what? You want me home. You've been asking me for months. And for months you haven't answered. What am I to you now? An annoyance? A bother? A nuisance to be ignored while you lead another life in Barcelona? Was there ever an ounce of love in your heart for me? This was never about love, Sabine. Not at first, no. But I suppose it was too much to hope that a seed of tenderness could grow between us. I hate talking to you when you're like this. You hate everything about me. I don't hate you. You don't love me. It doesn't matter. Go back to your little schemes, the only things that make you happy. This house is so lonely without him. Stop. Your presence would only amplify the grief. Stop! Leave me alone. Leave me alone with the memory of him. Stop! Just leave me alone, just for one night. One night where I don't have to dream about him, please. Thank you. Great, it's horrible. Great, it's worse than I ever could have imagined. Great. Worse than anything that I could have thought about. August. Hello, August. What am I supposed to do? Just wait here with you? I suppose I can do that, just pass the night in silence with you. I'm sorry I couldn't do anything for you. I'm so tired, August. He died of the plague? Do you get tired where you are? The last time I saw you, I said goodnight to you. I couldn't come to the bed, so I stood in the doorway. I just stood in the dark. You didn't say anything back, so I said it again. I don't know how long I stood there, just waiting for you to say goodnight. You still look the same age to me. I wonder if I'll ever forget your face. Do I remember your mother as she is? Or am I just thinking of some perversion of Daniel's portrait? Can you ever picture someone clearly if you hate them, if you love them? Let's not be horrible. I loved you, little boy. I loved you so much. Sometimes I wish I could die so I wouldn't feel it anymore. But I can't. So I retrace my steps every night and I find my way back to her. Back to you. I love you, August. Good night. Cool. 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 Yeah, I was like, shit's gonna be really fucked in this place. And it is. Well, that was the saddest thing that I've ever seen in my fucking life, okay? What happened to this place? Where's Prester John? Where are Socrates and St. Grobian? Grobian wasn't on the ship of fools. Oh, Melancholia. Won't you answer me? No thoughts for Beatrice? You are Beatrice, aren't you? Once. I was a voice of caution, of prudence. And now? More and less than caution, the ache of doubt that stiffens to paralysis, paralysis that breeds despair. Melancholia. What happened to you? What happens to you happens to us. The foundations of this city are still moored within the ocean of your mind. Its court does not rule your mind rules the court. Once reason, curiosity, and the foolishness of youth dwelt under the aegis of your intellect. I am all that remains, the melancholy of life's autumn. But it's only June! How did it come to this? You've turned your gaze to your own dark center. You know the courses of your own life. You know how the choices you've made have brought you here. What am I supposed to do about it now? Change your life. Wait, I shouldn't be here. I needed to help someone. Is Casper alright? Ah, so your thoughts aren't entirely turned inward. There's still something in you that cares for others in spite of your melancholy. Perhaps there's still hope for us. Wake up, Andreas. Fuck yeah, shit's about to be fucking horrible. This is a whole chapter? Oh no. Can you put like some warmer clothes on my boy? It's probably gonna be cold. Oh god. Can I go get the miller's gun? Can I break into his house? I feel like I need a gun. Hey, Otto. Hello, Andres. Enjoying the bonfire? Your costume looks just like a fancy night dress. I'm looking for Casper. Have you seen him? No, I haven't seen the boy tonight. A group of townspeople went into the forest to collect herbs, though. You might see if he wandered off with them. Enjoy the festival while you're at it, Andreas. We're showing the abbot what for. Yeah, you look like you're really having fun, bud. Just standing in the middle of the fucking square. I'll go into the woods in a moment. I have to do my little rounds. You know? Oh, God. Alright. Okay. Go in here. Don't let me into this fucking room. It's very cursed that you would do that. Alright. Let's go. Where's my boy? There's a lot of commotion at it. It sounds like everyone's gone to the woods. Okay, huge fan. Huge fan of this. Gotta say it. Love the guy with the thing on his head that doesn't even have, like, eye holes. He's just got his pyramid head. Smokey's asleep. Huge fan. This rabbit person is so fucking scary. Why are you walking like that? Why are you doing that? What are you doing? What, like... Who's cackling? Or weeping? Question mark? Hey. Master Andreas, what are you doing out here? I was worried when you didn't come back. Where have you been? I was at the bonfire with Killian, but I heard a ruckus from deeper in the woods, so I left to go see what it was. Father Gernot, what are you doing out here? I was chasing one of the townsfolk, but lost track of the costume buffoon. The forest is off limits. I'll figure out who's breaking the rules and excommunicate them myself. Well, someone's dead. What was that? Someone's screaming in town. They're really taking this nonsense too far this year. What are we all still doing here? Come on. Father Granat! No, I wanted to go to the salt mines with you. Okay. I've never seen these flowers before. I wonder where they found them. Who was that running off anyway? It's too hard to tell who's who in these stupid costumes. Check on the town first, please. Someone screamed. Oh, Otto. I knew that we had to do it to him. You know, like I knew... But this is pretty bad. He knew they had to do it to him, but like, they could have done it in a way that wasn't this, I feel. Dead. Yes, I'm afraid so. Someone released the rope. The platform crushed him. What? How did this happen? Balthus and Lenhart and I heard the crash and stepped outside to see what had happened. Right, and then we saw a figure in a costume rushing off from the rat house. Must have been whoever released the rope. And what were you doing during all this, Lenhart? Enjoying a light meal with these gentlemen. Ah, what a shame you can't blame me for this, Peter. Casper looked to see if Otto had a note. Huh? Do it. Why are you making him do it? Why are you making him do it? Ask the doctor! Ask the doctor to do it! No, Master, there's nothing. Are you certain? What were you expecting? I'm not sure. Hey, child, check out this corpse. My God. Otto! No, no. You. The abbot must have killed him. That bastard always had it out for Otto. We all knew it. Look at old Peter shaking his fist. We need answers. How dare you? I won't just stand here and be accused of such a foul act by a peasant. Yeah, I mean, he didn't just stand there. He left. Wait, no, the abbot was with us. He's innocent. Casper's right, if we don't have any proof. Grab the artist and the boy, too. We'll get to the bottom of this. Casper, run. Oh, Jesus. Uh-oh. To the Abbey. To the Abbey? Look at them go! Run, 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 run. Thank you for the sips. These fucking boys are just in mass. Brothers to the library! Brothers, run! They ran through the church this way! What about us? They've locked the door. No. Cat with the sausage, help us. Andreas, get out of the way. Otto's death demands justice. The abbot couldn't have killed Otto. He was with us when we found the body. That's true, he did arrive with you, but you don't know where he was before that, do you, Andreas? Who else would want to kill Otto? Coward, killer, Andreas, move. If you go after Gnaut, the real killer will get away. No mercy. Face us. If those monks don't come out, we'll set fire to the whole place and cook them. You've all gone mad. But Gnaut wasn't the one who just like Otto. There must have been someone else. You all have good reasons to hate the abbot, but he's not the culprit here. Doesn't seem like the abbot could really kill Otto, does it? Fine, damn it, you've got 1 day to find whoever you think is the real killer, Andreas. You guys were like, wow, here comes Andreas sticking his nose into everything, and then you were like, it's your job to find out who killed it. Like, Andreas, all I want is justice for my husband. Please, you must find the murderer. He was a good man. He definitely didn't just drop rocks on his own head. Oh my god, what the fuck? So much time passed! Peasants are really convinced that Gernot killed Otto, but it was impossible. Peter's temper got in the way. The abbot's an easy target. It was no secret. The odds without on his cause. Master Peter was furious. He's only giving you a day to find the murderer. Why'd you even agree to find who really killed Otto anyway? It didn't turn out well last time, did it? Why do it again? Everyone deserves justice, Casper. You have a good heart, Master Andreas. So who do you think did it then? Where do we even start? Talk to Lenhart. He always hated the peasants and supported the abbot. He was very vocal against Otto in the town commons the other day. He might have hated Otto enough to kill him. You might know who else with the motivation to. I mean, he was at dinner. What about Martin Bauer? When we saw him talking to Otto, they seemed to be arguing over something. It's not likely. Martin supported Otto and the peasants. What we were telling Martin to see what they were discussing. Good idea. Who else? I'm sure we can find some other suspects. Have to do some more investigating to find out who the murderer is, but we better move fast. Could the murderer confess to Father Thomas? Probably not. However, we could eavesdrop on confessions since St. John's Eve just happened. The townsfolk will all come to confess. Oh yeah, one of the townsfolk might have heard something anyway. That's a good place to start. We could also ask around at the Golden Hand. Travelers might have seen something useful. What about the person who ran by us in the forest? They were wearing those flowers. I've never seen them before. Right, we have to find the source of those flowers in the woods. They might give us some sort of connection to the killer. It grows in wet, shaded woods. Perhaps around the shrine to Saint Satya, the large tree in the area would provide the adequate environment. A lot of good places to start. Even though time is short, we have a good chance of finding the real killer. Let's get to work. Tomorrow. Let's get to work tomorrow, because I have to eat lunch. Cliffhanger. Cliffhanger, everybody. Are we... You know? How exciting. Right? The cliffhanger. Oh, also, my throat hurts. That was too much reading for the day, but it was good. Oh my god, it just keeps going. Talk to everybody. Many leads. Yeah, you don't fucking say, huh? Alright, guys. I'm gonna go eat. Stop. I'm gonna go eat, and, I'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you so much for coming again today. Hope you enjoyed my narration. Hope you enjoyed the story, the ghosts. And I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye!